Sweet! So it finally happened. This is on. So got the door fitted, so we are ready to start chopping and cutting to get all this crap out of here before we get weld the good stuff back on. So it's been a minute since we've got to work on the MG, so we're gonna continue cutting away this rest of stuff. And since it's kind of boring, we're just gonna skip to the end, make it quick.
Much later.
Got this, all the rust cut out, at least in this section that I'm gonna replace. And got this piece to put back in here the other night. So we're gonna get it ground down exactly to the shape that we need. And so it fits nicely, and then get that tacked in so we can come back tomorrow and weld the rest of the way up. What's up, everyone? So I know I haven't filmed a lot recently, so because we saw this all on the other side, so I'm not gonna go over it again. But this is where I'm at now. Got the inner seal all patched up. There's still quite a bit of rust hidden around here, and some of this stuff is really hard to get to with the wire wheels and sandpaper. So I went and picked up one of those portable sandblasters from Harbor Freight. So I'm gonna test that out today and see how that does. As you can tell, that Harbor Freight sandblaster worked pretty well and was able to get rid of most of the rust, and the little bit that was left we can treat and we'll be totally fine. So now we can move on, confidently put that castle rail back on. Got this front end of the castle rail mocked up. I'm missing the cleco that goes in front. That's all good. As you can tell, there's a little bit of a gap where I didn't do the best job at matching the corner, welding that bit under, so not 100% sure what I'm gonna do there yet, but I'll figure it out. Other than that, I'm looking good, so I'm gonna go get this thing sandblasted. So now we got the membrane in there. I got some plecos holding it, some vice grips, so that fits in there pretty nicely. It's not perfect because my castle rail installation wasn't perfect, but it's gonna do fine. So tomorrow, get it ground down, get the rocker on there, and see if we can get it all in. All right, so we got the first fitment of this outer sill rocker panel on. It actually looks pretty good to me.
Yeah, looks pretty good to me.
I think this reveal on this side honestly looks better than the other. Not that the other side's bad, it's just I think this one's better. This is sitting pretty low, the front here, to get that reveal right, but I think it's gonna be okay. So it's been a long time coming, but we're finally ready to get the membrane back in here. So it's all been rust treated, got as much rust off, sanding as I could. Got the membrane primed, so we're gonna get that up there with the clecos and spot weld that into place and go from there. Let's do this. Alright, that was easy enough to get that in there, and yeah, so we'll tack that in a few places, try it down, spray it, and get it ready for the rocker, or the outer sill, whatever you want to call it. You can now see that the membrane is officially welded on. It's just got a handful of places like there, one over there, a couple, three over there, just to hold that in place while I get the outer sill put on. Yeah, didn't do too bad. Sprayed it with the weld-through primer again, so it's all protected. Alright, next step is take all these clecos out, and then we'll get the outer put on there, liquid back up, so we're back. All right, at long last, we are ready to put this in. Got it all in place. The reveal isn't perfect, but it's good enough. The door is sagging just slightly, so it'll be a little bigger gap than there, but it's all good. Make it work. Yeah, let's get this tacked in there. New day in the shop. Didn't fill it, but we got this piece cleaned up and fitted in, ready to weld it up. So that's what we're gonna do today. And once this is in, then we'll be able to finish plug welding the rest of this rocker and get it back up on the rotisserie. So let's get it done. Sweet, all right, we are on. Again, this side is definitely far from perfect, but I lack the skill to be able to get it any better than it is, so I need to get with someone who is a lot more skilled than I am, so they can teach me how to do this, finish this the proper way. Obviously, when it goes for paint, it's gonna need a thin layer of Bondo anyway, but for now it's good. This whole section is gonna get cut off anyway. I do fender flares, so I'm not really concerned about what's going on back here. And the panel is a slightly different shape than the body than the original, I guess. And so it's just gonna need a little work. Leave it at that. But we are finally all back together. This is the most complete it's ever been. So I'm gonna get cleaned up and get this thing back up on the rotisserie. Just like that, back up. We're gonna start patching some of the holes that are in the engine compartment, on the floor pans, just general hole patching and metal work.